How we all doing? So I had a little luck at a charity thrift shop today. And I've been here before and I've never actually bought anything there. It's kind of on the that borderline hoarder slash thrift shop thing where they have a lot of garbage. This place literally was selling like open packs of diapers. Kind of weird. Not used, obviously, but I went through the stuffies. I had a lot of McDonald's toys, a lot of like legitimate junk. But in the stuffies, I found these two. So this is Bluey. If you haven't seen Bluey, you're missing out. Absolute red hot popular piece of media right now. Kids and adults love it. So anything Bluey is going to be worth money. So Bingo with a hand puppet I got for 150. And I think the lady understood what it was because that was actually pretty expensive comparatively. And I don't think she knew that Honey is also on that show because Honey was only 75 cents. So let's take a look at what we can get for these. So we got roughly 47, and this is also a mixed bag. So something of interest here. I talk about this occasionally with that supply and demand thing where you want stuff in pristine condition and you'll find that you're going to run into defects that are common on something. One of them is that on this puppet's sewn into Bingo's head. So if you play with it, eventually that arm is going to come loose and it's not going to be holding up that puppet anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised if a few of those had the defect. This one, it's not attached anymore either, but I think they did something to prop it up. And it looks like it might be that it was supposed to be paired with this other one. But I looked and looked and I couldn't find any more of them. So again, this one, the actual Bluey one has the xylophone. It's supposed to have a hammer in the hand, and the hammer is missing on this one. So let's see what these are selling for. Only 47 for sale. I can put almost any price tag on this, and I think I'll get it eventually. The third season just dropped, and people are freaking out. The only thing is I'm missing the tags, which I don't think anybody cares that much, but so that was 11 bucks. And then we're just into other ones. So the puppet one is kind of odd. I don't even remember the episode it comes from, honestly. I think I've seen them all at this point. My kids love it. It's a great show. So really, you could just sell it as a plushie. It doesn't quite have to have meaning as far as it has to come from that particular episode. So plushies from that side, I think 11 bucks makes sense. We're just going to go take a quick gander back at what in the world happened. Bluey. Oh, it auto-corrected Bluey out of there. That's why. So if I do like 11 bucks on mine, I think I'm going to undercut everybody. And I have the freedom to do that because I spent $1.50 on it. I almost can't lose money. So yeah, lowest price seems to be 13. And if the tag's a hang up for some people, that's okay. But if you're handing it to a kid, you have to understand that that tag and that puppet are not going to remain in those places for very long. And I wouldn't be surprised if adults are buying this stuff too. Wish I knew the episode. I'll have to look it up. Bob Bilby, the puppet. So I don't know. 11 might actually be too little because this is going to move, no doubt. Anything I've listed Bluey is gone almost immediately. I think I have one bag of a significant size of figures that I'm still holding on to, I think. Otherwise, stuff gets snapped up. This one's also broken. See, the puppet's not intact and it doesn't have the tags. So I'll do 11 just cause. I have the freedom to do so because I spent so little on it. Alright, let's check out Honey. Here we have Honey. So the show has quite a few characters around the actual family if you've never watched it. So something that they do with shows that's pretty subtle is every character will have like kind of a quirk. Like there's I think it's Muffin is like the hyperactive kid, and Honey has glasses. So you think a kid that has glasses that watches this show, it's a very social conscious show. Kids with glasses would gravitate towards Honey because it's a relatable character. Also, because it's not the main characters, this has potential to be worth quite a bit of money and might be difficult to find. Supply and demand, if Honey is more popular than the show, the people that made the merchandise for the show assume it would be, and you sell out of your Honeys well before you sell out of the main characters, suddenly Honey goes for a whopper online. So let's check into that. But it's going to be difficult to track, because as soon as you put Bluey in, you automatically get a lot of the other characters. But putting Honey in, first one up, $50. And I don't know when these came out, so Bluey had season 1 and 2, and then it took quite a long break until season 3 came out. I don't know if the show was actually popular right out the gate, and then it got picked up on streaming platforms. It's Australian public television, so it may have taken a long time to catch on outside of Australia. And it's absolutely brilliant. I can't say enough good things about it, but that puts a weird spin on the pricing. So $35, $40 from Australia. Shipping is $20. Another Australian, $45. Another Australian. So it doesn't look like there's a ton of these out there. There's some lot of these for $120. So let's see if people are buying Honey like I thought they might. If it's the relatable character that outstripped the supply and demand, we'll see. So we got a lot for $20 that includes Honey. Then we have Honey for $34, $33. This is with tags. The cheapest one's $15. But this might be the more expensive one. I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to click on their listing and see what they're up to. Another one you pick, 17 to 20 plus shipping, 24, 36. So Honey's moving, about what you would expect with the amount that are for sale. So I am going to do, I'm going to do $18. And I paid 75 cents for it. So that's a pretty good ROI, and it's going to move. There's absolutely no question that this will sell. The tricky part is getting it, the search parameters set up in a way where people can find it. Like this is automatically auto-correcting away from Bluey. Not that that would really trip people up too much, but I want to make sure that they can find Honey. I'm also going to put things in the search parameters for people that are trying to find the character that don't know its name and are trying to surprise somebody. Because, people that aren't internet savvy can sometimes get tripped up with stuff. So I'm going to put glasses in the search parameter. So if they put Bluey dog glasses, mine will pop up. So if a grandparent's trying to surprise a grandkid with this, they'll be able to find it. I deal with a lot of grandparents on my eBay page because that's where they turn to find stuff if they can't find it in the store. They're not close to a store. They want to surprise somebody with something they may not be able to conventionally purchase. So that's my two things from Bluey. Now for something completely different. What nightmare is this? This is something that was for sale for quite a while in the store, and I thought it was overpriced. The company is Unemployed Philosophers Guild, and they make like kind of bric-a-brac for political figures and historical figures. So this is the Great Composer Finger Puppet Set. I'm missing one. I'm not sure who. Now, this is an example of low supply, low demand. This company makes stuff that's not terribly popular. I don't know if they're still in operation. It doesn't sell that well. However, when it does sell, it sells for quite a bit. So the only one of these listed had all 4 composers in the set for $40. I bought these 3 guys for $1.50. So, my thought is, this is something that's not going to sell as the Unemployed Philosophers Guild finger puppet set. What I have to list it as to get it to move is the individual composers. So I think this is Beethoven. Might be Beethoven. One of them's Beethoven, at any rate. This guy could be Mozart. I'm not sure. This guy looks like Bob Berger's guy, but he's supposedly a famous composer. So, ignoring the branding is not going to help move these. What I thought is they're magnetic, so you can put them on a fridge, and they're finger puppets. So who would buy these? A music teacher would absolutely buy something like this if it was reasonably priced. Somebody that had a music room and liked this kind of thing would get these if they're reasonably priced. And I only have to sell one to pay for all 3 and make a profit. So, my thought is I'm going to list them individually. Composer name, Magnetic Finger Puppet Decor. And I'm going to do $8 each individual. So that'll make me $9. So not a bad day of thrifting. 5 spent. I'm going to make $27 when I sell all this. These I don't think will go fast. More than likely, whichever one Beethoven is, and if that is Mozart, those will go. I don't know who this is. It really does look like Bob's Burgers guy. Puccini. Never even heard of him, so I'm not a classical fan, so that's no knock against whoever this is. Nice mustache at any rate. So the Bluey stuff will definitely go. These, I might sit on them for a year, but at 50 cents each, I really can't go wrong. Worst case scenario, I toss them in the trash in 2 years, and I'm really no worse off for it, so... That was our little stuffy and finger puppet haul. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And hopefully we'll be finding some stuff in the next few days and have another video for you. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.